All right, welcome in fans for game number 3 of this series between the St. Thomas University Celts and your Texas Lutheran University Bulldogs. As a split series here, and we're going to see Rebecca Archibald lead things off once again for the Celts. And she'll be facing Ainsley Davis, game 3 starter here for the Bulldogs. As that bunt will go foul, and she is quickly down in the count 0-2. Maddie, what are your thoughts so far on, game 3 in this series, and what are you hoping to see here today?
Honestly, I have no thoughts. No, no. I think I just want to see a good game competition-wise, clean defense, executing at bats and runners on, scoring position, just a clean game of softball, which both these teams can do. They're both capable of it. And it's exciting when they're both playing great because really it's just a battle of the best. And honestly, that's all I want to see. Good competition here.
Yes, and in good competition it has been thus far. Of course, with St. Thomas taking game 1 3-1. That was a really exciting game, to be honest. A lot of crazy stuff there as we look at the defense here for the Bulldogs. We'll talk more about that here after this at-bat as Archibald grounds that one and Liao can't make the play there. Honestly, it didn't even look like she was ready for that one. So Archibald reaches as a leadoff base runner here in the first, and that's going to bring up Jalen Simmons, third baseman for the Celts.
Yeah, that's not a good way to start. Ainsley worked ahead and was ahead in the count the whole time, and an error can't be a way the leadoff gets on, and I guess I shouldn't have said clean defense. You jinxed him. I'm pulling a U.
Yeah, I think it just came down to I don't think Lindsay was ready for the ball. Then you can just kind of tell sometimes with the way the ball was hit. Yeah. But I do like what we're seeing here from Ainsley so far, getting ahead of these batters, And, I mean, it's hard as a batter to go down 0-2 and try and fight your way back. So she's doing a good job of making it her game to throw right now.
Yeah, that's a beautiful pitch by Ainsley Davis. She painted that right in the river, maybe a little off speed to get Simmons swinging for strike 3, out 1. But
absolutely. This is
nice.
going to bring up probably the Celts' biggest hitter this weekend. That's Chloe Bennett. I mean, even just seeing Vanette set up, I don't think they want to give her anything close.
No.
And I can't say I blame them, especially right now. The wind is going crazy, blowing really hard out right now.
It's a nice spot. Yeah, she had the home run, recap of last game, the home run, and then a ball off the fence. So, she's on fire right now. And keep the ball down as much as possible. That's a good spot to miss. And
that's a great spot.
Especially with the wind blowing, not just to Bennett, but as a pitcher, you want to keep the ball down, make them hit it on the ground because anything in the air is dangerous. And whether it's a home run or an air fly ball.
Absolutely. And Davis, too, she likes to play with a lot of emotion. She likes to show it off. And so she's pretty fun to watch, and I feel like she has quite the arsenal of pitches as well. That one there, an off speed, kind of got a check swing from Bennett, but then she'll move the ball east and west pretty well. Additionally, she wasn't there when I played, so I never had to do an inter-squad against her. Thank God. Did you, though? What was it like hitting against her?
Yeah, it's a little tricky because her ball moves. Once you get to this level, the ball moves naturally, but hers kind of does an interesting move, and then she has a changeup, which is really just gross as a hitter. But it's a strike, so it's like you do that awkward wave to try to tip, but yeah, she's a tough pitcher, and when she's on, and she wears her emotions on her sleeve just like that. That's another one from Ainsley Davis. That's exciting to watch. I like when they do that. Really fires me up.
I do too. I think it is fun. I think as someone playing behind her on defense, I like it because it pumps me up as a fielder.
Yeah.
And Crumwin will ground this ball to Ortiz, and she's able to make the third out of the inning. So a nice inning there for Davis, as no runners were able to come across despite the one error, one runner left on base. So we will now head into the bottom of the first inning. We'll be right back. All right, welcome here, fans, as we're now on the top of the first. You can take a nice look at the Celt defense there in the field. And we have Allison Hughes in the circle for her team. She got the game one start last night and threw a gem of a game. And behind her is Chloe Bennett as well. Other than that, pretty much the same. Only difference now is the DP for this game is Gabby Duvalla, as Lindsay Gonzalez showing off a little bit, showing why she deserves to be out there without number one. That's such a clutch play right there, moving to her right side and laying out for the grab, as now number 24, Annie Kay, will step in.
Yeah, Kay, I think Clark hasn't caught a break yet. She hasn't Last game, she was
0 for 2
0
with
for
2
2.
walks.
Yeah, so, I mean, the walks are something, don't get me wrong. But I think seeing something from Clark show her speed a little bit, I mean, we haven't seen it yet, and I think it'll come eventually. I think the top, honestly, her, Kay, and kind of struggling in the 1-2 a little bit. Oh,
Kay's going to hit that one. Archibald unable to make the grab as that one just kept sailing. They're going to hold Kay there at third base. So an E7 will result in the triple. I mean, Archibald, I thought maybe she had it, but then, I mean, this wind, it's tough, and just took the ball right over her head. So an unfortunate error there that results in a runner in scoring position. And now Harley Russell will step in. Russell, key player here for the Bulldogs. Went 2 for 4 last game. Came around to score 1 at bat. Reached 3 times. And really just a threat offensively and defensively. She has left field on lockdown out there. Not many balls get down out there with her there.
no. She has a pretty good arm, too, so, I mean, I think her and Kay out there have a pretty good arm. We haven't seen much of Swisher just because I feel like they've been in rotation a lot on the right side, but
Yeah, I mean, and the only way for me that I know the arm strengths of for sure the Bulldogs is because of playing with them and seeing that in practice. And so unfortunately I was gone when Landry came in and Swisher, so I don't know as well their arm strengths. I know they're good athletes. So, yeah, I love testing the arm strength of the Audis here.
yeah, I'm not sure if we've seen it this season, but I will say I came to a practice, I don't know if it was the beginning of the spring or the end of the fall, but Swisher was playing third base.
She was. And a nice strikeout there by Hughes to get Russell swinging as now 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Taylor Vanette. Yeah, Swisher did start the season playing third. I want to say maybe she started a game or 2 there, but definitely kind of back and forth. So I think what's great about her is she's just a really good athlete that can kind of play where you tell her to. So
Absolutely.
just trying to find her spot in the lineup here as the count is 1-0 to Vanette. Vanette's going to hit that one into center, and a nice easy grab there for Moreno will end the inning. So Bulldogs will strand a runner as no runs come across off of no hits. So very similar innings there for these two teams, and we'll be right back.
More than dream of a better world. Make it happen with a TLU degree. Texas Lutheran University provides one-on-one opportunities for students to build their college resumes. As freshmen and sophomores, our students are already performing research with a professor, presenting at conferences, and building their portfolios to apply for graduate schools and professional health programs. The world needs you. Answer your calling. TLU. Learn boldly. Live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu.
All right, so top of the second inning here for the Bulldogs, and the Celts tied ball game at 0, as we're going to see Genesis Morris, first batter here, and she's going to ground that up the middle, backhand for Clark, and a nice out there for the first out of the inning. So a quick one out there. Really great play by Clark.
I'm really liking watching Ainsley throw right now. She's hot, and she's giving all she's got right now, and the only thing you can hope for is that she can carry it through,
Absolutely.
5th inning at least. And
I think the biggest thing that you want to ask for your pitchers is to just give your offense a chance. Do enough to give your offense a chance. So
absolutely.
if you can hold a good team to 1 run or no runs, that's really allowing the team to go to work. So a 2-0 count here to Savannah Hinken.
It's a lot harder than it looks to shut out teams, but I feel like TLU has history of being able to do that, and so it's kind of an expectation in a sense on the Bulldog pitching staff, but it's not an easy thing to do, but gives your offense a chance. It allows your offense to score 1 run and still win the game.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do, especially at this level.
Yeah, absolutely. It is crazy because we're so used to seeing shutout games here. But we forget how hard it is to throw a shutout.
Yeah.
So that ball is going to be lifted foul and no man's territory there. So infielders on the left side of the field, Leal and Ortiz, are kind of playing up in the face of Hinken. Trying to take the slap away. Clark pretty much on second base. As Ortiz
nice
is going to snag that one there.
It's a great grab by Ortiz.
Yeah, I love watching Tavery play. I think she's so fun to watch.
Everything she does is so smooth. Like on the field, it's so
Yes.
smooth. She takes her time.
And another one grounded right back at her. And a nice, easy play there will end the inning. So a quick 1-2-3 inning from Ainsley Davis will take us into the bottom of the second inning. Tied ball game. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, fans. Bottom of the second inning, and Faith Hernandez will lead things off. She hits that one high in the air, and the wind's going to take it out of here. First home run, I believe, of the season for Faith Hernandez will give the Bulldogs an early lead here, 1-0. And what a hit.
I've been waiting for her to do that. I knew it was possible, just haven't seen it yet.
I agree. And, she wasted no time, too. Just a good pitch off the bat. I think maybe too much of that ball on the white part of the plate from Hughes. And
especially on that inside corner, that's everybody's sweet spot, right? If you can hit it correctly, that's everybody's sweet spot, and so.
And I'd say Faith knows how to hit it correctly.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice ball there. So now Tavery Ortiz up. And she'll be quickly down in the count, 0-2 against Hughes.
How do you follow a home run? Those are always hard to come to, right? Like,
it really sucks.
I got a hit behind you?
Yeah, it's just not fair. Especially when it was me. I don't hit home runs.
Yeah. I feel you.
So now you're just going to make my base hit look so weak and powerless.
It's like, yay, good job.
Yeah, good job, but, like, she hit a home run. So, and a big swing there is going to get Ortiz out. Second out of the inning, nice swing. And that's going to bring up our DP today for this third game. That's going to be Missy Muras. We saw her pinch hit, I believe, in game 1, potentially. And then, oh, just kidding. She didn't pinch hit in game 1. But she did come in game 2 to play defensively at first base. We've kind of seen her go in and out of this lineup this year. But she is a good 6-man opportunity. But that one there is going to be skied high in the air. The lack of communication there, but Gonzalez makes the grab for the second out of the inning. I love to Gonzalez, like Simmons is just falling over, and Gonzalez was like, why are you here?
I think Simmons lost where she was at a little bit.
That's going to bring up Chesley Swisher.
Hughes is doing a really good job of painting the corner. She did it yesterday, too, and she's hitting right on those corners, and on 0-2 pitches, she's kind of going off, and it looks good when it's coming in, so you have them swinging, and then, nah.
Well, and I think that was probably her key to success yesterday. I mean, and it's hard for me to tell speed from in here. And to me, it doesn't look like she's necessarily throwing hard. Like, I don't feel like she's blowing it by anyone. But she's mixing in and out, and she has really good horizontal movement as well. We see her both her curveball and her screwballs will jump.
And you can see, like, from up here. I mean, I'm up top, but you can see exactly what she's throwing, and it's hitting every spot, and the curveball's moving like crazy.
I feel like it's moving crazy as well, and I feel like as a righty, this is a very tough pitch to hit. It just keeps going away from you.
Mm-hmm. And then with the lefties, she's jamming them out.
And a nice slap there from Leal. Wasted no time there. It's a great hit to keep this inning alive here for top of the order, Kaylee Clark, and 2 outs. Anytime Lindsay hits the ball, it makes me happy.
Yeah, me too.
I won't lie to you.
And that ball was on the outside corner. She stayed through it. That was a nice hit.
Yeah.
Stayed flat.
Exactly. Didn't try and pull it, just hit it right back where it was pitched. Lined it out. Excellent. Really beautiful hit right there.
Kaylee Clark is going to bring it to a hitter's count on 2-0, 2 outs. Got runners at first and second. Speed on the bases here, so something to the outfield. I would on the ground, but that'll be out number 3, fly out to center field for Kaylee Clark. And that'll end the second inning with 1 hit, 2 hits, and 1 run scored. We'll be right back.
As an MAT student, you are an athletic trainer, and I think that's something really cool that we get to experience.
We're pretty hands-on. Anything that like our preceptor asks us to do, like we're able to do. Going out to practices and traveling to games.
We're doing evals, looking at them, helping them with their rehab protocols.
For me personally, I do a lot of hands-on where I'm speaking with the patients about how they feel, and so I feel like it's a lot of one-on-one interactions.
Knowing that I'm going to go into the clinic every day and I don't know who's going to walk through the door and what their problem's going to be, and that I get to be the one that tells them hey, this is what's wrong, but I can also help you, so here's a solution.
All right, welcome back, fans. Top of the third inning, and the Celts now chasing a run as we will see the DP in game number 3. This is Gabby Davila. Davila started game number 1 of this series and went 0 for 3 as the DP. Looking for her first base hit of the weekend.
Davila's a senior on this St. Thomas squad, so she's one of the vets that they do have. She is currently batting at .372. And on-base percentage of .438. So that's pretty good for Davila, but she's going to fly out to Harley Russell in foul territory. It'll be the first out of the inning. I'm going to bring up Moreno. I believe that is... Who is Moreno? Delaney Moreno.
Yeah, Moreno's been kind of busy this game so far in center field. She's gotten some good action out there. She's made some great plays as well. She's a really great option to have as a 9-hole hitter. She can do a lot: swing, slap, bunt.
Yeah, she's got some speed on her.
And she's gonna hit that one. And that's going to land in the Bermuda Triangle. Just right there in no man's land. So a nice one-out base hit for Moreno. We'll take the lineup to the top with Rebecca Archibald.
Yeah, that's a really terrible spot.
And there's nothing you can do. Especially we see Kay kind of shifted over.
Yeah.
More towards left center. And then the wind blowing out. So everyone's playing a little deeper.
Yeah.
There's so many different factors, and just a good location there as well.
Those are the duck farts you gotta watch out for. They suck.
And a nice bunt there will be laid down from Archibald. No play to be made.
Kind of looks like Vanette was gonna go to it and then stopped running.
I think if we can get you a quick replay, I think they might. It did double hit her bat. Honestly, pretty obviously, but
and they're not gonna say it did. So got one out. Runners at first and second with Simmons up to bat. That's a tough call. I think a missed call, but the Bulldogs can get out of it. Then you know what they say: the ball doesn't lie here.
What's hard too is. Hold on, let me think. What is hard? I was going somewhere and then I forgot. We're Division III, so there's no video replay, and then you're kind of relying on your field umpire there to see that one help out. But really, you would have thought maybe the noise of it or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. But hey, nonetheless, one out and runners at first and second, and already we're getting interesting and. Big shift here against Simmons right now as she goes to lay down a bunt, but it will go foul. We can see Clark over standing right next to second base and Leal in that 5-6 hole, which I think is probably a good thing to do. I've seen a lot of pull swings from Simmons. Just her swing, it just looks like she's really coming around the ball a lot this weekend. But also it doesn't look like they're going to give her anything to pull, so she's going to have to work for it.
Yeah. And that ball's sitting on the outside corner of the plate, and she still pulls it. And she has quick hands, too, so, that doesn't really help her in those instances. But they'll do fielder's choice and get the lead runner at third and bring 2 outs with a big hitter here, Chloe Bennett.
To be honest, I don't know what to do with Bennett. I really don't. in this situation, it's hard too because you have 2 outs, but then you also have a runner in scoring position. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to give her anything. And I think that's where they're going. We can see Vanette set up pretty far out. So, if one does miss, maybe it hits a corner, but just not really giving her an option to hit something far.
Doesn't hurt. You have a base open, and you have Crumrin on deck, so it's kind of like, what do you do? Do you?
Which one do you want to deal
Yeah.
with? I do think maybe I want to deal with Crumrin, which is hard because she has also hit the ball really well.
Yes.
I'm not mad about how she has hit so far in this series, going 1 for 3 in game 2 and 1 for 3 in game 1. So she is hitting the ball well. And a nice grounder there, but Ortiz gets her glove down, and a nice third out there will kill the threat from the Celts, as we'll now head into the bottom of the third inning. Bulldogs lead 1-0. We'll be back.
Welcome back to Mork Softball Field at Ed Cruzy Stadium. We are going to see the Bulldogs, Annie Kay leading off this inning. The bottom of the third. Bulldogs up 1-0 here. And just going to start off with a 2-0 count here. Looks like she's kind of staying away with the lefties, making them kind of hit it off the end of the bat with the way her ball is moving that way. You have to really cut the ball off to get a piece of it, and that was a nice changeup.
I know, kind of honestly threw me off. She doesn't throw it a lot, but when she does, I think she throws it effectively.
Yes, I wasn't ready for that.
Kay's going to foul that one out of play, so the count will even at 2-2. And that pitch there from Hughes will miss upstairs. I think we haven't seen the cleanest of games from Hughes. I mean, at least so far, but it's hard to say. It's only been 3 innings, and she's thrown over 28 pitches and given up a run. Definitely not as efficient as yesterday. And the ball going off the glove of Hughes is going to get Kay safe.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a E1 here. I mean, well.
I know. Yep, that's one of those.
I think it was a chopper, like, yeah, I'm going to give it an E1. Annie Kay's going to be a leadoff runner here for the Bulldogs. Bring up Russell. She's going to go to bunt, but every time I just see the ball peeling off, and so it's kind of just tipping the end of the bat, but
it's really hard to bunt a screwball like that that's running away from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can work in your favor if it hits the right spot and dies. But Kay's going to take off, and she'll get in safely.
That was kind of an awkward slide.
As the throw from Bennett just wasn't in time, which I wonder maybe if she just wasn't expecting the runner to go. I mean, I don't know. She got Clark with ease yesterday.
Yeah.
And Kay's going to get there on the steal to third. Gonzalez just could not beat Kay there. So another stolen base and a 2-1 count here for Russell. And all she's got to do is hit the ball on the right side or in the outfield.
Yeah, keep it on the ground somewhere. Or if you're going to hit it deep, yep, that'll work. Beautiful execution.
It's actually going to go over the fence. On the hop, though, no worries. So a stand-up double for Russell. And, man, talk about a good series there from Russell.
Yeah, she is playing beautiful softball.
Yeah, let's take a look at this awesome hit here again. Man, just a no-doubter in the gap. Really beautiful hit there. Nothing you can do in the outfield. So now Taylor Vanette's going to give it her try here. As no out still for the Celts. They're looking to find one here. That ball's going to get down, and the throw is going to be too high, so Russell will get in safely on the stolen base. I don't know. I was kind of dealing with a bug near my mouth. Did the ball bounce to the catcher?
No. I think she just beat her again. I mean,
and Vanette's going to hit that one. A nice catch there by Moreno in center. And Russell's going to come in on the sac fly, I guess, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, she's on the ground, outfield, nice dive. But, yeah, that's going to be another RBI for the Bulldogs.
Let's look at Faith Hernandez here, who had that first pitch homer last at-bat.
Yeah, let's see what she can do here. I mean, not asking for a homer, maybe a little base hit. Just
nice off-speed there
Yeah.
from Hughes.
That was a beautiful pitch.
Wonder maybe if it was an off-speed curve.
Yeah.
Or it was just an off-speed on the outside part of the plate. It's hard for me to tell. I'm not the pitching guru.
Yeah, it just looks hard to hit.
But she's going to rip that one to Simmons at third, and Simmons able to make the play for the second out of the inning. So now Tavia Ortiz looking to do something here with 2 outs and no one on. First pitch she'll see is be fouled out of play.
I think this is a much more characteristic game for the Bulldogs. This is kind of what the Bulldogs look like any other time or when they're playing Texas Lutheran softball. And so I think as a fan, it's kind of like, oh, finally, like we're figuring it out.
Yes.
And it's unfortunate that for St. Thomas that it's right now. But and that's going to go long but be foul.
Archibald laid out. Kind of. She made the effort. Did
It's
you
hard
ever
to see how close she is.
That's true. Did you ever play against a team who had to dive for every foul ball, even if they were 6 feet away?
No.
We did that my freshman year. We went to go play at UT Tyler, and there was a foul ball out of play, and next thing I know, the girl's like sliding right next to me. I was like, what the heck is going on here? It's like, dude, you didn't hear the ball go out like 8 seconds ago?
Huh, that's crazy.
Yeah, interesting stuff, if I do say so myself. But a 2-2 count here to Ortiz. And wanted to take the quick step out, but I guess it works if not.
It looks like the field umpire was calling an illegal pitch. Oh, no, he was calling an obstruction. But Yeah, Tavery wanted the timeout, and the umpire didn't give it to her, and she said, okay, fine. And she hit the ball up the middle, so.
And I think that's important for younger players to know, too, is just because you ask for timeout, that does not mean you're going to get it.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to be ready to hit the ball on the chance that he does not grant that timeout to you.
Right. I think maybe, I don't know why he didn't, but maybe it felt like she was about to start pitching. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think maybe he could sense it. But
Moving
obviously it didn't phase her much. She kind of just stepped back and went right at it. So a 1-1 count here to DP Missy Miras. And she'll hit that one high in the air. And Moreno will make the grab for the third out of the inning. So not before 2 runs come across the board as the Bulldogs now lead 3-0. And we'll see you guys in the top of the 4th inning. Be right back. All right, welcome back, fans, to Mork Softball Field, as Ainsley Davis will remain in the circle for the Bulldogs, as Genesis Morris has her try here. First pitch she sees will be grounded to Clark, who makes an excellent backhanded play for a quick first out of the inning. Yeah, let's get the replay on that. It was pretty nice. Pretty nice, if I say so myself.
From the knee and all. That was a great play by Clark. Be the first out of the inning.
Now we're going to have Savannah Hinken give her try here. I feel like I've noticed kind of a shift in the energy as well. I feel like the St. Thomas energy has gone down a little bit. You know, even though they are still cheering, I don't know. My gut's telling me it's not there.
I feel like when you've been in it long enough, you can like tell when the energy is off.
Yeah.
And like when it shifts or.
I just feel the vibes.
Yeah, I think I'm with
The
you.
vibes are being felt. As that one's grounded to Liao for the second out of the inning. Nice grab there. Now the real question is does Hughes come out in the bottom of the inning?
That is a good question. She's not throwing bad. I think the first game she threw was better. But then does that kind of... yeah, that was foul ball. It looked like it hit before the base.
That was a close one.
Yeah, it looked like it hit before the base.
I think it did. Saw the chalk line from it.
Yeah.
But this is Lindsay Gonzalez.
Ooh, sheesh. That was a nice pitch. Little off-speed, change-up, action.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty when Davis throws that one there.
It's not unexpected, too, because it's not like she throws it when it's like 0-2 or like, you know, her count. It's just a random pitch that she throws in there.
And it's just that reminder to the hitter of, hey, I have this, just so you know. I don't want you to forget about it. Gets them thinking a little bit, too. Nice pitch there from Davis. Misses low, question mark?
That was close. Yeah, Hughes. So I was going to say, if you pull her, does the team start to believe that the game's over in a sense, you know? Like, I'm just thinking of, like,
excellent feedback.
maybe
yes.
it's like, oh, well, they're pulling her so they don't see her anymore. And as a team, it's like, are we done?
Yeah.
But then it's like, how much do you let them see you before you know you're going to run into them again?
Absolutely. I mean, and you may even see them in a conference championship there as Gonzalez takes the walk. That'll bring up Gabby Davila. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my thought would be to pull her, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think I would also see how this inning goes. You know, can they scratch a run and put up a fight here right now with this with the Bulldog team?
And honestly, 3 runs isn't enough. We've seen both of these teams this weekend, and they've been hitting the ball, and it can turn from 3 runs to 8 runs, and it could turn to a tie ball game. Like, I don't think it's enough yet like this.
I agree. So that ball will make it through the 3-4 hole there as Davila finds her first hit of the series.
You see, now we have a home run ties the game up, and then it's a new ball game. And so I think maybe if it was 5-0, I'd give it, you know, it's time. But honestly, anything can happen here. We're only in the 4th inning.
Oh, man. It's a great day of softball here for Delaney Moreno as well. Had that kind of bloop hit. The duck fart, if you will. So we'll see a nice hitter's count here for her at 2-0.
It's a nice pitch. Little low, but called strike. It's going to be a 2-1 count, 2 outs. Got runners on. Bulldogs trying to get out of this inning here.
Yeah, definitely want to see Ainsley just go at this 9-hole hitter here, because I really don't think I want Archibald up with bases loaded.
Yep.
And Moreno's going to hit that one high in the air. Leal will call off Ortiz, and that's going to end it, the threat there for the Celts, as they will strand 2 runners. So we will now take it to the bottom of the 4th inning where the Bulldogs lead 3-0. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, fans. Morgue Softball Field here at Ed Cruzy Stadium, as Chesley Swisher will lead things off with Allison Hughes still in the circle here for the Celts.
It's a nice pitch to Swisher.
And really, I think that the weather today has really settled in pretty nicely. I feel like the wind has calmed down a little bit.
Yeah. It's warm out. It's warmer. than it was. And it was a little chilly in the first game with the wind blowing, but now it's a beautiful day to be outside. Oh, no.
And Swisher will chase that pitch outside the zone for the first out of the inning. Curveball just kept going away from her. As now Lindsay Leal will step in. Had a nice single her last at bat, and then was later stranded. And she's gonna hit that one out of play.
She's just getting under the ball. When she stays flat, she has the nice little line drive slaps, but you see like her dip a little bit, just getting right under it. And if you miss it by a little centimeter, it's going up.
Yep, that's all it takes, really, is just a little bit. Some people say it's a game of inches. I think it's more like a game of centimeters.
Yeah, maybe even like millimeters.
That's what I was going to say, millimeters, but I didn't want to seem like a weirdo. So a 0-2 count here from Hughes.
No.
And she'll get Leal looking there on strike 3, so back-to-back Ks from Hughes.
I don't know about that. He hasn't really called the river all day. All game. But I guess it's close enough. Close enough when you have 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes with these umpires we see, and I feel like for the most part, I haven't really seen one that's been very consistent yet. I don't feel like, sorry, that's my foot. I don't think I've seen one yet this season that's been like super consistent and I stuck to it.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to see that right now, at least.
I know what I would like to see, and I'd like to see a Kaylee Clark base hit.
Absolutely.
I think that's what I would like to see. I'd like to see her hit something on the ground and just show off her speed.
I think I'm feeling it coming. I'm feeling a base hit.
I'm kind of also feeling right center gap.
That's a perfect spot.
That's kind of where I'm feeling. A good spot there from Hughes, but it'll miss low for ball 3. So Clark will find herself in a nice hitter's count. And she's going to drive that back up the middle.
I felt it.
Some might say it's about time.
It's a nice hit. Stayed through it.
Just didn't try and do too much either.
Found a way. 2 out. Hit. Brings up Annie K.
And Bennett's kind of ready for the potential steal here. I don't know. If you're Clark, do you think you might take off or?
I don't know. She's ready now, and last inning she gave up too many steals. It was a good throw. Nice throw.
Yeah, great throw. Just the tag ended up being too high on the body.
Yeah, a little high.
But really a nice throw. Bennett's got a great arm behind the plate. And Kay's going to hit that one in the 5-6 hole. The throw is not going to be in time. It had Crumrin kind of stretching, and Clark is going to come all the way around to score. And I think that's a freshman mistake right there.
Yeah, I think, but then you think about it and you're like, there's 2 outs. If I can get this out, it's over, and you don't have to worry about Clark. And then I got a 2-out rally going on here.
Oh, Russell's just going to keep on hitting for herself here with a single. So runners now at first and second for Taylor Vanette. And we're going to get a quick timeout here. I believe we are going to change pitchers. And we'll get that number for you guys as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure who this is yet. right, so this is going to be Victoria Sossaman coming in to pitch in relief. So while she warms up, we're going to grab some water, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, fans. Mork softball field, 2 outs. Runners at first and second as Vanette will ground that one, and that's going to be an infield single. Kay moving all the way from home as well. So another run will come across the board. So an infield single from Vanette results in an RBI as the Bulldogs extend the lead to 5.
You think, I mean, there's nothing, she didn't do anything wrong. I think it was just beat out. But that was a nice play. Bulldogs are putting up a 2-out rally here, giving Davis some more insurance runs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a good opportunity for Davis to continue to work on her game with the extra insurance here.
Looked like she wanted to bunt, and then she was like, nah, you know what, I don't want to do that.
She's like, actually, guys, I may not be able to beat this out, so I'm going to pull it back real quick. 2-1 count here for Hernandez. She's swinging the dirt at that one. Little silly swing. Happens to the best of us. That's why you got 3 to work with.
For sure. We know she can do damage, so, I mean, nothing to prove necessarily. Maybe just keep passing the bat is
absolutely.
Find a way on base.
I think that's probably all I want to do. Just hit a nice line drive. But instead, she'll take ball 4. And so now the bases are juiced for Tavery Ortiz. Ortiz singled her last at bat. I think at this point. Okay, not yet. Swisher needs a base hit, and so does Miras.
Are we going to see a pinch runner? Or, yes, we are. Riley Futrell. For Faith Hernandez here. It's going to be the first pinch runner of the game.
And Futrell, she's an old lady. She's an old lady. She's a senior from Florence, Texas, not Italy. I know you were hoping it would be cool. Imagine, you're a baby and you just got born. They're like, oh my gosh, you were born in Florence. And you're like, yes! And then they go, Texas. And it's like, no!
It's like Paris. Oh, you're born in Paris? You're from Paris? Yeah, it's Paris, Texas. Oh, that's a
nice
pitch.
Change up there from Sossaman. Kind of nasty.
Nice pitch. Tavery's 0-2. The Celts are trying to get out of this inning.
2 will miss outside.
About 2 batters away from the Bulldogs hitting through the lineup this inning, and I think they had 2 outs for most of it.
Yeah. And Ortiz is going to lift that, and oh my gosh, that's freaking Genesis Mars laying out to make the grab. That's huge. That saved 2 runs there.
Yeah.
That's a grab there. Let us get you that replay. Woo-wee. Nice grab there, but not before the Bulldogs are able to score 2 runs. So we will head into the top of the 5th inning. Score is 5-0. We'll be right back.
As an MAT student, you are an athletic trainer, and I think that's something really cool that we get to experience.
We're pretty hands-on. Anything that like our preceptor asks us to do, like we're able to do. Going out to practices and traveling to games.
We're doing evals, looking at them, helping them with their rehab protocols.
For me personally, I do a lot of hands-on where I'm speaking with the patients about how they feel, and so I feel like it's a lot of one-on-one interactions.
Knowing that I'm going to go into the clinic every day and I don't know who's going to walk through the door and what their problem's going to be, and that I get to be the one that tells them hey, this is what's wrong, but I can also help you, so here's a solution.
Welcome back, fans, to Mork Softball Field here at Ed Cruzy Stadium. Bulldogs are leading 5-0 here in the top of the 5th inning as Amanda White will come into the game. And also joining her is going to be number 21, Bella Rodriguez. And first batter they will face is Rebecca Archibald. The bunt attempt will go foul. Oh, 2 pitch will miss outside. Archibald 1 for 2 this game, reached both times. So 1-2 pitch misses upstairs. So it counts now even at 2-2.
She brought the count all the way back here. So, looks like we don't want to walk a leadoff. I think we've been saying that all day here. And we're not going to walk a leadoff. Amanda White is going to strike Archibald out, swinging for out number 1 of the inning.
And I mean, White has thrown a good amount of pitches this weekend. She's thrown 108 so far between game 1 and game 2. And she still looks pretty hot out there.
Yeah, you give her a couple innings to take a break and bring her back. She'll be all right.
And let's see who this pinch hitter is. I'm not sure of the number.
21.
Oh, excellent work. That's going to be Isabel Charles. And Charles, this is her first at-bat of the series. So just looking to get some good playing time in right now. We'll see outfield for the Bulldogs still playing deep, kind of respecting the wind factor. As White will get Charles swinging for strike number 2.
Charles is a junior for the Kelps this year. She is from Houston, Texas, Brazoswood High School.
I feel like we have someone from Brazoswood High School too. Charles is going to line that one out to right field, but Chesley Swisher making the grab there for the second out of the inning. Let's see, you said Brazoswood?
Brazoswood, Texas.
Yes, Kylie Jack went to Brazoswood.
Oh,
Very
maybe they
interesting.
played together.
I think maybe they did. Pretty interesting. It's now Chloe Bennett coming in. 0 for 1 in this game with a strikeout and a walk. Although quite the offensive threat. I feel like, do you hear the ice cream man, or is that a phone?
It's the ice cream man.
Maybe we can go in between innings.
I like getting the SpongeBob ice cream with the gummy ball eyes.
I get the Tweety Bird.
That's the best one.
But a 2-2 count now. 2-2 count now here to Bennett. As White looks to end this inning here.
Oh.
But we'll keep going. I think I'm ready for my afternoon nap at this point. What are you thinking?
I think so too. I'm a little hungry. I'm trying to figure out what's for lunch. That's probably why I've been quiet. I've been thinking. I also am out of things to say here. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, sometimes.
I don't want to repeat myself too much.
Well, let's see. We can pull out our fact sheet if you want.
Sure.
I guess you might not have gotten it. Let's see. And that ball is going to be hit high in the air. Swisher coming over to make the grab, so that'll end the inning there. A nice 1-2-3 inning for Amanda White. As we'll head now into the bottom of the 5th inning. Bulldogs lead 5-0. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, fans. Bottom of the 5th inning, and we got Missy Muras leading things off. Looking for her first hit of the day here. She's flown out twice. Muras, a transfer from Texas State, as she'll ground that one over to Morris at second for the first out of the inning.
Muras and Mars.
So here's a fun fact for you, Manny.
Okay.
Coach Angela Frobes played college softball at Stephen F. Austin.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Very. Didn't she coach at Southwestern?
Booyah, you got it.
Boom.
For 15 years. It's a long time. She joined Coach Wilson as the only coaches with 200 career SCAC wins. As Swisher will ground that over to Simmons, who re-entered. So making some quick work here late in the game. Let's see, what else is a fun fact for you? Oh, I bet you we have some stuff on Liao. But she won't let me tell you any. As Simmons makes the easy grab, so a nice quick inning from Sossaman will get us out of here and head us to the 6th inning, where we will.
Texas Lutheran University, we believe a better world is possible, and it all starts with you. For more than a century, we've been preparing students just like you to follow their dreams and embrace their potential. With small class sizes to facilitate relationship building and affordable tuition, we're committed to you. Because at TLU, you're not just a student, you're part of a community. TLU. Learn boldly, live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu.
All right, welcome back here, fans. Top of the 6th inning where we got Samantha Crumrin leading things off. Amanda White still in the circle for the Bulldogs, as her count will now run to 1-1.
Amanda White's come in this game and she's throwing pretty good here for how many pitches she's thrown. I think we're seeing a little bit more balls out of her than we normally would, but given she's thrown over 110 pitches in this series alone, and 110 pitches and how many runs?
Oh man, you're making me think too much now.
Sorry, I'm just trying to.
I think maybe just two
runs, and that is going to be a hit by pitch, I think. I missed that one, but
we were too busy looking up these numbers for you folks.
She did hit her. It's going to be a
ouchie. So leadoff base runner. We're going to see a pinch runner here. It's going to be number 4, Megan Anderson. So now Genesis Maris steps in. Hasn't maybe hit as well as she would like this game, but she's made the plays for sure. She's doing really awesome defensively. Came in today hitting .250. Has unfortunately not added to that number just yet. She's 0 for on the day.
It's almost hard to pull somebody when they're not hitting offensively, but they're a crucial piece of your defense. And you trust them, so you have to find someone you trust as equally, which is hard to find when she's been playing so good on the field.
Absolutely. I mean, yes, you do want someone maybe better offensively in there, but I mean, if you don't have someone that can give you that same kind of confidence. There she goes with her first hit of the series.
See Lindsay Leal try to reach up and grab that. Maybe if she had a couple more inches on her. I mean, Lindsay Leal is
she's a short girl.
Probably about 5'2", and I might be giving her a couple here. It says 5'2", but they add 2 inches to the.
They do.
So, but it's a good start for the Celts. I mean, they got nobody out, runners at first and second, and right in the middle of their lineup here. So,
yeah, and Savannah Hinken, she's had some clinch hitting, I feel like, as that bunt will go foul. She's done well in this series here. I think maybe if that bunt could have been fair, that would have been a good opportunity there. So, just trying to battle here with 0-2 count and no one on. I think it's exciting to see the competition in this conference rise, especially with St. Thomas. Creates a fun rivalry.
Absolutely.
As Hinken's going to wave the flag there. for White's second strikeout of the game, as now Lindsey Gonzalez will step in to try and do something here with 1 out. Seeing Gonzalez, I feel like is another one. She's hitting 261, probably not one of the best hitters. And she's gonna flare that one, and Kay will make the grab there and hold the runner at second. Kind of surprised we did not see a tag there from Anderson.
Yeah, as Kay's running away from the runner. Wind's blowing. Yeah, I mean, right now I think it's what do you have to lose almost, and so you almost want to push it a little bit. Even a home run right now won't necessarily get you back, but a base hit with both runners in scoring position is just as good. Let's see. 2 balls on Davila.
And Davila here, she's a senior from Pearland, Texas, so she probably played with Bella.
Yeah.
Bella is a Pearland High School grad. It's actually kind of odd how many girls we get from the Houston area.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. We do have from the Houston area, and then you have
a lot from Austin too,
yeah,
I feel like.
The Austin area.
As that ball is going to be hit, and it'll land. They'll send Anderson home. The ball gets past Rodriguez, and a run will come across there. As Davila has a nice RBI single, advances on the throw there. So Celts will not be shut out today. As now Delaney Moreno looks to keep this inning going with 2 outs here. Guess both these teams are enjoying the 2-out opportunities here.
Yeah, I think they like when it's on the line.
It's fair. So they like the added pressure. I mean, whatever makes it work, I guess.
Yeah. I think you start to almost not think about anything else when there's 2 outs and you're a batter. It's like, oh, I just want to be safe in a sense. And then you keep giving the bat, and eventually it all kind of falls into place. But yeah, I mean, when you have that mentality of, okay, I'm just going to pass the bat, make contact, and make the defense work a little bit.
Yeah, good things happen for sure. As Moreno will fly that one, and that's going to hit in the stands. Always good when you hear it hit the metal of the stands.
Yeah. I did park my car in foul trouble. Well, I didn't park it like in foul territory, but I parked it in the parking lot that attracts the most foul balls.
Oh.
And I just hope, I've done that twice now, and every time I just hope that there's not a ball through my windshield.
I mean, do you park it with your front of your car facing the field?
Well,
or do you do it on the other side of the road?
No, it's facing the field.
Oh.
Well, because if
yeah,
not,
you like to gamble.
Then you got to park all the way over there, and it's a walk. That spot was open. It's open every time. I wonder why.
2-2 count here for Moreno. And she's going to hit that one in the air, and an easy grab for Kay for the final out of the inning. But the Celts able to scratch a run across the board. So we will now head into the bottom of the 6th inning, where our score is 5-1 Bulldogs. And we'll be right back. All right, here we are in the bottom of the 6th, where Kaylee Clark will start things off here against Victoria Sussman. Clark had her first base hit in a while, 2 innings ago, back in the 4th. So looking to build on that as she'll ground that to Morris, and the throw not in time. So an infield single there to start things off here for the Bulldogs. And I can expect we might see her run. She was safe last time, but Bennett, good arm behind the plate.
Yeah, it was close, but I mean, based on the score, it's kind of, she doesn't necessarily mean anything, yet it would be nice for her to score.
Yeah, I mean, and really if you score 4 runs, you can potentially get out of here on a run rule victory. But a nice bunt will be laid down by Kay, and she is safe as well. So another infield single, as that bunt just laid down perfectly. And so that'll be 2 on, no one out for Harley Russell, who is 2 for 3 in this game. I don't even want to look at what she is for this weekend.
I want to know what she is overall, updated. But I guess we'll find that out after the game.
So let's see. She was 2 for 4 in game 2 and 2 for 4 in game 1. So she's hitting .500 before game 3. And she'll show bunt but pull back. And the count is now 2-0.
According to the website, she's batting .440. And I'm assuming that's without this game.
Yes. And another bunt, but it'll go foul. So 2-1 count here for Russell, and a beautiful changeup from Sossaman.
Yeah, those types of pitches just make you freeze. Like,
Yeah.
what the heck was that? And 2, dang, that was good.
And Russell is going to foul that one away. Good job protecting the plate there.
Looks like we're going to see Gonzalez warming up in the on-deck circle.
And a swing there is going to get the strikeout from Russell. So a big first out there to get the hot hitter out of the way, as Gonzalez will come in as well. So my question is, so then Rodriguez is done catching, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So Gonzalez had a huge homer last game. I believe it was a two run, a 3 run. I don't know, my sheet is so crazy.
I think it was a 3 run, yeah.
It's a big one. Yeah, probably similar to Bennett, not wanting to give her anything too far over the meat of the plate.
Yeah.
And she's going to drive that in the 5-6 hole. Clark is going to be sent home. She'll score easy. So a very lovely RBI single there from Gonzalez.
It's kind of what you're looking for out of Gonzalez. You don't want anything big, and recently she's been struggling with that, but a nice base hit gets her an RBI. And let's see, Vanette come back in, running for Gonzalez, and probably going to be behind the plate again.
Yeah.
Well, has to be behind the plate again.
I do believe so. So now we got Hernandez up to bat.
Amanda. That's faith.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, Amanda's hitting?
First pitch from Sauceman misses inside for ball 1.
Have you ever seen Amanda swing a bat?
Yes.
It's quite comical. She's like a long string, and then she has really long arms. Oh, those things at the car dealership. That's what Amanda White reminds me of.
Oh, man, that's great.
I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
So 2-0 count here for Hernandez. Looking to continue having herself a day. As she'll line drive it into center. Vanette going to third. They're going to call her safe. As Kay able to come around to score. And we're going to have a quick conversation here. Right. Coach Fro might be getting a little too close to a warning. Nothing written yet. Or,
I think
or maybe,
yeah,
actually.
I think he gave her one.
She's just going to keep conversating on that one there. But while we're here, let's kind of recap. Current score is 7-1. New pitcher coming in for the Celts. Let me get you that number as soon as possible, and then we'll have Tavery Ortiz leading things off when we get back. So that's going to be number 12. Oh, man. Picked up my whole stat book. It's going to be Kayla Pointer. She's thrown 2 2/3 of an inning so far this year. So get some more PT here, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. All right, so here we are. Kayla Pointer on the mound for the Celts. And first batter she'll see is going to be Tavery Ortiz. And Ortiz is going to show bunt but pull back. And Hernandez is going to take the base there as the throw went to third.
If you're St. Thomas, you want to stop Faith at second base because she will end the game here if she scores.
Yeah.
And so I think as long as you stop her and give yourself another chance to hit and score some runs, but Tabor has the potential to.
And that ball's going to get past Morris. They're going to hold Faith over at third. Nice single there from Ortiz. We'll keep this one going.
I was going to say, lucky for them, Faith will probably not score on something shallow. And I didn't have to say it.
Well, and so one thing I think about too is if they were to have gotten Faith out at second, yes, one run would have came across the board and the score would have been 8-1. But then you have 2 outs.
Yes.
And no one on base.
I agree with that statement.
So you're forcing them, okay, well, if you want to end the game, I'm going to need you to hit a home run.
Yeah.
And so but now you're at 1 out and you have a runner at third. And so that's going to be Bridget Montez. So this is,
Faith is burned.
yes, this is going to get messy.
Yeah, I think they're hoping to score here.
And then Kylie Jack is going to come in to pinch hit for the DP Miras. And she's going to rip that one foul. And if you're Montez at third, I mean, I don't think I want to do anything fancy. As soon as the ball gets hit in the air, I'm going to be on my bag. I may not even take too much of a lead. Knowing Bennett has a good arm, if I take too big of a lead, she might
Yeah.
throw back. But Ortiz is going to go to second, and Pointer is not going to do anything about it there.
Thought
so
about that one.
I was kind of scared for her.
Me too.
The moment I saw her turn around like that, I was like, don't. Please don't.
Yeah, that.
Because now the only run that matters is this one. Montez going home, and she's in there safe. So
That
a
was
walk-off
close.
pass ball.
That was close, and you know what? If Faith was still on base,
It would have never
unfortunately,
happened.
Jack would have had to hit the ball. But
Really far.
I mean, that's Bulldog softball for you. I mean, you lose, you win in the 5th inning is kind of when that got crazy, and then here you run rule.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
that's not Bulldog softball, that's softball. Like, you just, that's what you see, and it's crazy. And it was a good series. I enjoyed that series. Got a
was
little
great
messy,
series.
but it was fun.
Just some great softball all around. It's been fun to watch, fun to call. When is the next home game? Let me pull up the calendar here. I don't have us home again until April 4th, where the Bulldogs will play against Southwestern here for another SCAC series. So they'll have 2 away weekends. And that's all I got here. So, Maddie J, anything else to end this one?
No, that was fun, and I'm sure we'll see St. Thomas down the road, and it'll be a lot better softball than what it was.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and we'll see y'all April 4th on TLU Plus. See you next time.